that is actually related to the missing Sabongero. So I'd like to recognize Congresswoman Jinky here. She has a very important question to you.
Chairman
Kalinisan, ma'am.
Kalinisan. This is actually a continuation of my questions to you earlier. Final na po ba yung dismissal ng mga police personnel? Or did they file any appeal to those cases which remains pending in the NAPOLCOM?
This is not pending with the NAPOLCOM, Your Honor. This was dismissal through an IAS case. So I understand the concern of the chair. In fact, if I may give additional problems, those inactive service have also multiple cases. Some decided, some may be pending, and they're actually numerous, Mr. Chair.
You mean, Chairman, apart from the administrative cases which originate from the missing Sabongeros, there are other
Yes,
pending
Mr. Chair.
cases involving the same police personnel?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Even those currently in active service, Mr. Chair.
And may we know where these cases are pending? Which office?
Actually, if I may say, they're not actually pending. They were exonerated. Not with NAPOLCOM. Not with NAPOLCOM.
How do you define exoneration? It is not even an acquittal. Pag sinabi mong exoneration, absolved from liability.
Yes,
But may I ask, was there ever a resolution whether they are administratively liable or not?
If I may, and not to point to another office, Mr. Chair, maybe someone can assist me. The IAS is actually present.
Mukhang
These cases were
nagpapasahan yung PNP at saka
not
NAPOLCOM.
No, Mr. Chair, because these are not our cases. To be very candid, I'm very happy because all of the law enforcement agencies are sharing information.
This is the apprehension that I am trying to raise earlier in the Committee on Public Order and Safety. The more avenues that we have, I think the more confusing it is for the public to understand. And while the information that we're trying to impart to the public is that NAPOLCOM ang pulis ng pulis. This is one sensational case where you are being asked, and yet it was IAS who actually resolved the cases of dismissal. That is referring to the people from PNP who were named in the issues of missing Sabongero.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Balikan po natin yung PNP, IAS.
Yes, Your Honor. Based on the records of the Internal Affairs Service, there were policemen who were named in the missing Sabongeros who had previous administrative cases filed before the IAS.
Ano pong status na nun, yung previous
Based
administrative
on
cases?
the records, Your Honor, these cases were filed circa 2022, 2021, before my assumption. In our records, they were exonerated. Now, the term exoneration actually refers to administrative cases. Not an acquittal, because an acquittal more or
I
less
understand.
refer to a
So,
criminal case.
exoneration is equivalent to acquittal in administrative
Yes,
cases?
yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your
Okay.
Honor. That would be the equivalent. And that's only on the basis of the record check of these policemen who were implicated in the missing Sabongeros. So right now, Your Honor, insofar as what our Vice Chair and Executive Officer and our NAPOLCOM boss, Attorney Kalinis, had mentioned, the 6 were dismissed on the level of the Internal Affairs Service. If I recall correctly, Your Honor, but our DPRM, our Directorate for Personnel and Records Management, would be able to answer clearer. As far as the PNP is concerned, I understand that administratively there's already been a dismissal. On whether this has been appealed, I am not aware. We are not privy anymore, Your Honor. because we only act at our level up to the point of the Chief PNP.
So,
But,
may we know, sir, who is the office or which office is aware whether this police personnel appealed their dismissal from
Well,
the service?
on the part of the Philippine National Police, Your Honor, it would be the DPRM, the Directorate for Personnel and Records Management. They would be in a better position, and we can ask them, Your Honor, to submit a report to this committee to give you a status of at least all of the 6 who were initially adjudged for dismissal.
Do you mean to say that the appeal for these cases are being lodged?
It's
are
going to be
lodged with the
lodged
DBRM?
No, it's lodged with the NAPOLCOM, Your Honor. But administratively, if the decision of the Internal Affairs Service is affirmed by the Chief PNP, that dismissal order will be issued by the DPRM. So they would know at that level whether this dismissal has been effected at the administrative level for the Chief PNP. And then beyond that, the individual respondents have the ability to appeal. So we are not aware of that so far as the Internal Affairs Service is concerned. We are not aware if such an appeal has already been made, Your Honor.
Because NAPOLCOM is not aware whether an appeal has been filed by this
we will
police
check
personnel.
Your Honor, please, and we will submit to the committee so we can verify.
May
with
we
our-
know the date of the dismissal?
We don't have the. Well, Your Honor, this is just a briefer, but all of them, the 6 named, the date of dismissal would have been March 15, 2023.
And may we know as well the prescriptive period for filing an appeal?
Under the rules of NAPOLCOM, I think it's 15 days, Your Honor.
15
From-
days is
from-
very
from-
short.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
So by March 30, the period to file an appeal should have lapsed already. Am I correct, sir?
Yes, Your Honor, but we are not privy to the fact of an appeal because that's personal to the respondent, and they have to appeal to the NAPOLCOM, which is the appellate body.
With
Your Honor.
regards to the other administrative cases pending before the IAS, may we know ilan po ba yung period provided for you to resolve?
There are no pending cases before the ES, Your Honor. As I mentioned, all of those implicated insofar as they have previous administrative cases, all of them have been resolved circa 2022, 2023, Your Honor. So
Where
to
they
all
were
of those,
exonerated, as
they
you
were
have said.
exonerated, as
But
mentioned
under
by...
your rules, sir, under
Yes.
your rules, if somebody files a complaint against a police personnel with the IAS,
Yes, Your Honor.
may I know if there is certain period provided within which you're supposed to resolve?
Yes, Your Honor. We are supposed to resolve it within, as of the present now, is 120 days, Your Honor.
120 days.
Yes, Your Honor. Including from the time of the lodging of the complaint up to the issuance of the resolution, Your Honor.
Sa NAPOLCOM ba, 120 days rin lang if it is under your original jurisdiction?
No, ma'am. Actually, under the rules, it's all universal. Actually, if you really look at it, 90 days po dapat lahat eh. Pero yun nga po, since we recognize the need for swift justice, Your Honor, ang mando ho natin through our letter, instruction from the Vice Chairman, is that all cases must be 60 days. So ngayon po, nagpupumilit po kami na lahat po ng kaso na bagong lodge po sa amin, tapusin po natin ng 60 days. Kasama po yung pag-uubos ng backlog po, Mr. Chair. Precisely because we are seeing this problem na rogue cops still remain to be rogue cops. That is very dangerous. Yung pong speed of disposing cases works for both the complainant and the respondent. Yung pong complainant, kung tunay po na tama po yung final niya complaint, madidismiss po yung mga pulis kaagad. And of course, a cop which has a rogue cop with uniform is dangerous. Kung inosente naman po yung pulis, ma-absuelto po siya. At hindi na po niya kailangan isipin na meron po siyang kaso na pending na 1, 2, 10, 20, 25 years. So, swiftness po is essential po, Your Honor.
Kanina po, Mr. Chair, the NAPOLCOM reported that there are about 10,000 to 12,000 backlog. Does the NAPOLCOM confirm?
No, Mr. Chair. We are now at 2,000 and
2,000.
counting.
Which you intend to finish within the year?
Yes, Mr. Chair. We're averaging po 45 cases to 55 cases a day.
a day.
Trying to resolve cases po, Your Honor.
Yun
Mahirap
po bang 2,000 cases, Chairman? Does it include already those which are pending before the PNP chief and with the IAS?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Pero po, syempre, we are not in a static environment. That number is changing because we are also doing motu proprio investigations and other people do file cases with us. Lalo na po ngayon na medyo miski papano, kahit po wala pong awareness po yung NAPOLCOM, nagkakaroon po ng konti. So may mga pumapasok na rin po na iba pa pong kaso, Mr. Chair. But like I mentioned, we have an awareness problem in the National Police Commission. The ordinary person, the magtatako, the tindera, the housewife, does not know what NAPOLCOM is, na siya po ang pulis ng pulis. Siya po talaga ang pinaka-pulis ng pulis. Siguro po with the help of the committee, with the help of the House of Representatives, you can also assist us also in conducting our investigations. Taling-taliho rin ho kami. Candidly, wala rin ho kaming CIF. Lahat po ng investigasyon namin, La Patria ho kami lahat. Mahirap naman ho yun. May dangerous po na we have to accept that investigating uniformed people, medyo napakahirap po noon. We're just offering our bodies literally for the service of God and country, Your Honor.
Attorney, ano yung CIF? Yung confidential fund ba yun?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wala kayong confidential fund?
Zero po. Zero, Your Honor. So ano lang po talaga, tigas na mukha lang po kami, Your Honor.
Bakit hindi kayo humingi sa DBM?
Hindi na ho kami umabot po, Your Honor. Kakaupo ko lang po. I just got appointed a few months ago. Maybe this is an opportune time po, Your Honor, for the assistance of the House of Reps. I was appointed roughly 3-4 months ago. Saktong deadline po ng DBM. So, yun na po ang pasahan.
Pasensya na, hindi budget hearing to eh. Pero,
O nga po eh.
sa
Pasensya na po.
budget hearing siguro, ano natin, Congressman Jinky, no ha? Pero anyway, ganito, no? Before Congressman Sia would like to ask questions too. Pero quite confusing ito eh. Attorney Dulay, Attorney Kulinisan. Sapagkat kanina narinig ko na under preventive suspension. Tapos na-dismiss na. Tapos exonerated na. Gusto kong malaman sinong na-exonerate? 12 ba ang na-exonerate? Ilan ang dismiss? Ibig sabihin nung na-dismiss, they're no longer in active service, di ba? Sapagkat narinig ko rin kanina, nasa active service pa yung iba eh. So we'd like to find out from you kung sino nasa active service, kung sino na-dismiss, yung na-exonerate, at hindi lamang yan, sino ang implicated doon sa missing sa Bongeros?
Mr. Chair, if I may, again, we're just limited to the complaint of Julie Patidongan because there are other complainants also. Meron din po kaming motu proprio. So meron pa po kaming ongoing investigations. So we're just talking about the Julie Patidongan complaint. Yung pong 12 of the 18, all 12 who are still in active service, we have ordered, National Police Commission and Bank has ordered the preventive suspension of these 12. So that is Malinaw, Orapa, Almedilla, Cabillan, De La Cruz, Encarnacion, Manrique, Abari, Andes, Muñoz, Martin, and Fulgencio. The other 6, we don't have jurisdiction because they have already been dismissed from the police service. Separated na po. Kung wala na po sa police service, wala na kong jurisdiction ng NAPOLCOM.
Hindi kasama yung 12?
Yung pong 12 po, pending po
among the 18, yan 12 yan, under preventive suspension pa.
Yes, Your Honor.
So yung iba, dismiss na.
Dismissed na po.
Okay.
For other cases po, not sabong-related, Your Honor.
Ilan yung exonerated?
Iba pa po yun, Your Honor. Yung po yung mga active. Yung po sa 12 na to, na naka-preventive suspension, marami po sa kanila ang merong exoneration. I'm absolving IG
Teka,
Dulay. It's not this
Attorney,
previous cases.
ang pinag-uusapan natin yung implicated doon sa missing sa Bongeros.
Yes.
Tama
So
po.
we'd like to find out how many policemen were actually implicated doon sa missing sa Bongeros na sinabi ni Patidongan.
I'm not privy to that statement of Patidongan. I think si Vice Chair Kalinisan would have the number, Your Honor, because he filed Patidongan filed the complaint before NAPOLCOM, Mr. Chair.
Before NAPOLCOM.
Before NAPOLCOM.
So please, Antonio Garnis, ano pong sabi niyo ron?
Opo. To simplify po, sa Patidongan, sa Julie Patidongan complaint affidavit, he implicated 18, 12 of which are still in active service, and these 12 now have been formally charged with the NAPOLCOM, and they are now under preventive suspension. Dun po-
Preventive suspension because they were implicated.
Yes, Your Honor. The charge of guilt is strong, and there might be they might get to interfere with the integrity of the investigation. That's why the National Police Commission ordered the preventive suspension of these 12, Your Honor.
Oh, teka muna, linawin natin, no? So they were given preventive suspension because they were implicated sa missing Sabongeros.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that was the complaint filed by the whistleblower.
Julie Totoy Patidongan, Your Honor. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, you told us kanina there are other complainants. Who are the other complainants?
The brother of Julie Patidongan, Your Honor, Elakim T. Patidongan, he actually sued 3 more people, if I may name them.
Go ahead.
Police Brigadier General Romeo J. Macapas, Police Lieutenant Colonel Rosel D. Encarnacion, and Police Captain Jarius Vincent Consina, Your Honor.
So, sino po sila? They are the complainants? What?
Di po, sila po yung respondents po dun
Sila
sa
yung
complaint.
respondent.
Opo, sa
Okay.
complaint filed by...
Meron pa nag-complain na mga kaanak ng biktima?
Yes, Your Honor. Kasama po dun sa Julie Patidongan complaint, sir. They are witnesses, corroborating witnesses po dun sa complaint po ni Julie Patidongan alias Totoy, Your Honor.
Narinig ko din sa ibang mga media releases that some of those policemen implicated ay kasama din doon sa tinatawag nating war on drugs. Were they?
From our, not to jump the gun, Your Honor, it appears so.
How many of them? Sapagkat mayroon akong nalaman na may dalawa that are actually mentioned to have been involved in the reward system on the war on drugs.
For all ultimate candor, Your Honor, I was able to speak with a possible complainant during our investigations. They are supposed to file a complaint also with the National Police Commission, and we are awaiting that complaint to be filed with us, hopefully sometime very soon, Your Honor. From their narration, it appears that the same names have been implicated in the deaths of their relatives, Your Honor.
Okay. Attorney Dulay, you said that you filed administrative case against them and because of that they were dismissed.
Your Honor, the cases were handled by the Internal Affairs Service. These are non-motu proprio cases, meaning it arose from a complaint. This happened around circa 2020 or 2021, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Before the missing Sabongero.
Long before the missing
Yeah.
Sabongeros. So, I think the message that's being sent, Mr. Chair, is that those policemen who were implicated in the Julie Patidongan affidavit had a record of administrative cases prior to the missing Sabongero case. And insofar as the records are concerned, they were resolved and they were exonerated of those administrative cases, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Well, the mandate given to the ES is not only to file administrative cases but also criminal charges. Am I right?
It's part of the mandate by the law, Mr. Chair. The issue that we have now is that there are no implementing rules insofar as the exercise of that mandate to file criminal charges, because there have been no process or procedure given as to how IAS would, in effect, implement its mandate to file criminal charges, because there's a legal issue involved, Mr. Chair. First, there is the prosecutorial service under the Department of Justice, which is really in charge of filing criminal charges and information. So we have to come up with rules so that we are clear as to what our mandate will be to file criminal charges. Will it be going through the National Prosecution Service first, or is it something that the Internal Affairs Service can file directly in court? Which is a question still needs to be discussed, not just within the PNP, but we'll seek guidance from NAPOLCOM as well as the Department of Justice, Mr. Chair, Your Honor.
Attorney Calinisan, aside from issuing preventive suspensions on them, were there criminal charges filed against those?
None yet, Your Honor, because that's now within the ambit or within the territory of the Department of Justice. Ulitin ko po, nagtutulungan po kami. So, all criminal aspects of the case, we course through them, particularly the Secretary of Justice po, Your Honor.
How about the complaints of the relatives of the victims? They complained. So, were they only corroborating witnesses, for example?
That goes to the merit po, Your Honor. I would love to answer, pero I'm also part of those who will decide on the case, Your Honor.